just asking everyone to stand by. Thank you so much.
We're standing by for the speakers to receive their microphones.
From the National Senior Live from the National Live from the National Senior Awards, this is JNN and Power 106. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security National Council for Senior Citizens.
It is with pleasure that I welcome you to the 45th Anniversary National Senior Awards Ceremony. On behalf of the Minister of Labor and Social Security, Honorable Carl Samuda. I'm Paula. Very special welcome to those of you that are on the Ministry's YouTube and Facebook platforms, and TVJ and JNN YouTube channels, and JNN cable channels, and of course One Spot Media. Now, the month of September is observed as main objectives of the month are to enhance public awareness of the rapid aging phenomenon through sensitization and public education, to showcase the accomplishments and highlight programs of the Council, to demonstrate the value of older persons toward cultural preservation and transmission and national development, to strengthen the role of public-private partnership to enhance the aging agenda, to recognize the spirit of volunteerism that has led to the sustainability of the Council, to assert the role of research, training, and capacity building toward improved services offered by the Council, and to support national efforts for the health and protection of senior citizens amid the global pandemic. Now, before we get into the awards, we ask that you kindly stand for the playing of the Jamaican National Anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. We now invite Mr. Vando Palmer, Director, Public Relations and Communication at the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, to bring the welcome and opening remarks.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairlady, Mrs. Paula Ann Porter Jones, the Honorable Xavier Main, whom you will be hearing from not too long from now, Professor the Most Honorable Dr. Denise Eldemeyer Scherer, Professor of Public Health and Aging and Patron of the National Council for Senior Citizens, Mrs. Audrey Dare Williams, Chief Technical Director, the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, Mrs. Grace Ann Scarlett Duncan, Chairman of the Advisory Board of the National Council for Senior Citizens, and other board members joining virtually, Mrs. Cassandra Morrison, Director of the National Council for Senior Citizens, Mrs. Takis Foga, Director of Health Promotion and Education, Ministry of Health and Wellness, heads of Department of the Ministry of Labor and all the members of staff there, distinguished senior citizens, volunteers, MDAs and corporate awardees, welcome and good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Citizens Month 2021 would not be complete without the awards ceremony, albeit the 45th of its kind. And despite the challenges of the restrictions to prevent and control the spread of COVID-19, we have forged ahead to make this event possible. As our grandparents have taught us, it is important to say thanks and to be thankful, and we are indeed thankful. Today, we will show gratitude and showcase as examples our stalwart receiving the Outstanding Senior Citizen Award, Award of Excellence in Volunteerism, Excellence in Service Award, Diamond Club Award, and the Corporate Service Award. We at the Ministry of Labor and Social Security are indeed proud of our awardees, and we hold them in high esteem to continue to do good in their neighborhood and to make Jamaica the place of choice to age well and to age actively. I thank you and do enjoy the rest of this awards function.
And now to bring us greetings, Mrs. Grace Scarlett Duncan. She's board chair for the National Council for Senior Citizens.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Paula Ann Porter Jones, our moderator for today, Honorable Xavier Main, Minister of State in the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, Professor the Most Honorable Dr. Eldemaya Shearer, Professor of Public Health and Aging, Patron of the National Council for Senior Citizens, Mrs. Audrey Dare Williams, Chief Technical Director, Ministry of Labor and Social Security, present and past board members of the National Council for Senior Citizens, Mrs. Cassandra Morrison, Director of the National Council for Senior Citizens, and staff, also the parish organizers, Mr. Vando Palmer, Director of Public Relations and Communications, Ministry of Labor and Social Security, Mr. Keys Fogel, Director of Health, Promotion and Education, Ministry of Health and Wellness, heads of departments, Ministry of Labor and Social Security, our sponsors, distinguished senior citizens, volunteers, MDAs, and corporate awardees, all our online viewers at home and in the diaspora, good morning. It is my profound pleasure to greet you on behalf of the National Councils for Senior Citizens. I feel truly honored to share in the celebratory activities today for the NCSC 45th Anniversary National Senior Awards Ceremony. As we celebrate the achievements of all awardees, we trust it will serve to inspire others to join in all our activities at the National Council for Senior Citizens. This award stands alone, proudly witnessing your hard work and dedication. Congratulations on your achievements. Today, we are seeing the spirit of volunteerism, service, and care on display. This has contributed to the building of this nation. Let us reflect on how we can rekindle that spirit that built communities in which senior citizens were safe and respected. Many of us speak about the good old days and the golden years in Jamaica. Let us get back to those days. Whilst we celebrate the achievements of our awardees today, we are mindful that senior citizens, their families, and loved ones have borne the brunt of the most challenging health crisis of our times. We mourn the loss of lives and livelihoods, and we draw the hope and inspiration we need to recover from the selfless contributions and sacrifice of our heroes and heroines in the front lines of the public health care system. Appreciation is also due to my fellow board members, the Political Directorate, technocrats in the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, staff and volunteers, public and private entities, and all those who have acted in concert to help us to achieve 45 years of service, sterling service to our seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenges are real, but let us not be daunted. With stout-hearted determination and resilience, we shall recover stronger. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Scarlett Duncan. Now, joining us via Zoom is Professor the Honorable Denise Eldemire Shearer. She's patron for the National Council for Senior Citizens, and she now brings her greetings. While we sort out the technical challenges with Professor Shearer, we would like to move ahead and ask to bring greetings on behalf of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Ms. Takis Foga, Director of Health Promotion and Education for the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Ms. Foga?
A very pleasant good morning to everyone that's here. Thank you so much, Mrs. Porter Jones, Honorable Xavier Main, Minister of State in the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, our the Chief Technical Director, Mrs. Dare Williams, all the executive. They were. And then we've had opportunities where or the older persons here have been stars, I would say, in featuring in our videos that promote physical activity. So thanks to them, we have a 15-minute video that speaks to, no, I'm sorry, three 10-minute videos that speak to different aspects of physical activity. And I certainly want to thank again and commend those who were part of that. I remember, of course, our Recycled Teenagers being a part of so many of our events over the years. It has really been tremendous. So our journey has been a long one. I really want to thank National Council of Senior Citizens for the opportunity it has afforded us in health promotion and education, and certainly the wider Ministry of Health and Wellness to, be such a partner that we experience mutual benefits from this partnership. And I really look forward to us continuing to work closely together as the years go by. I want to congratulate all the awardees today Thank you so much for the work that you have done, the things you have done that have really stood out and made National Council of Senior Citizens, where it is now, the success it has experienced, the programs it has been able to develop and implement. Thank you all so much. And so on behalf of Ministry of Health and Wellness, and in particular, our health promotion and education team across the island, we just really want to say thanks to the awardees. Thank you, National Council of Senior Citizens, for the opportunity for us to work together with you. And we look forward to many more exciting things together.
Thank you for those heartfelt greetings, Ms. Foga. We now go back to Professor Denise Eldemire Shearer, patron for the National Council for Senior Citizens, as she brings her greetings. Professor Shearer.
Good morning, MC, and good morning to everybody. All of the acknowledgements have been done. I wish to congratulate the National Council, particularly for holding the 45th anniversary awards ceremony. I was at the first awards ceremony 45 years ago, and it has been an important part of the activities of the Council. I think it's perhaps more significant this year than any other year, especially with the theme resilience, because COVID-19 and the challenges of COVID-19 have certainly brought out the resilience of many of our seniors. The stay-at-home order, not yet lifted, has challenged everyone to stay connected. And the fact that the Council, its volunteers and its supporters, the benefactors that we rely so heavily on, have managed to keep the awards going, to keep the items of the seniors going, is a tribute to our seniors, but also to the staff of the National Council, for which we salute them. We are in trying times. Our seniors have been highlighted as a vulnerable group, and therefore have been the recipient of special considerations, which has taught them and has shown them that we love us, we love ourselves, our seniors around us. So to the National Council, to its new incoming chair, to its minister, and yes, Ms. Fogg, I remember all of these activities, the beach activities, the spelling bees, all of these things which show us that seniors are so active and part of life. Allow that resilience to allow you to continue to do it and to be such an active part of our Jamaica framework. God bless you all and stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Shearer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker. Xavier Main is a Jamaican-born attorney at law, businessman, and member of parliament for the constituency of Southwest St. Anne and Minister of State in the Ministry of Labour and Social Security. He's a past student of York Castle High and the holder of a Bachelor's of Science degree in Pure and Food Chemistry from the University of the West Indies. He then went on to earn a bachelor's degree in law through the University of London before obtaining his legal education certificate at the Norman Manley Law School in 2008. Now, Minister Main has occupied several posts in both the private and public sectors, serving on bodies such as the Trade Board, the Jamaica Racing Commission, and Factories Corporation, to name a few. His ongoing mission is to improve, transform, and revamp the socioeconomic realities of his primarily agricultural-based constituency of Southwest St. Anne and that of Jamaicans in general. Core to this vision are 1. The introduction and improvement of infrastructure and the improvement of the standard of living of residents. 2. Ameliorating access to education, employment, and social aid. And 3. Developing and increasing access to housing solutions. He's a firm believer in charity and self-improvement, and that the best and truest form of happiness is that attained through the advancement of all. Please help me welcome the Honorable Xavier Main, Minister of State in the Ministry of Labour and Social Security.
Thank you, Madam Chairlady, Mrs. Paula Ann Porter. Distinguished guests, senior citizens across the length and breadth of Jamaica who take pride of place today. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to join the National Council for Senior Citizens on this occasion of the National Senior Awards. 45 years of service to older persons is worthy of commendation. And I join with the Honorable Carl Samuda, the Minister of Labor and Social Security, along with the Permanent Secretary, Mrs. Colette Roberts-Risden, to congratulate the board and staff of the National Council for Senior Citizens on the work that they have been doing. Senior Citizens Month is observed annually in September during ordinary times. A national awards function would be appropriately suited, therefore, during the month of September. But these are extraordinary times, and our awardees, as you will no doubt learn, are extraordinary people. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security and the National Council for Senior Citizens will today recognize and award the work of outstanding senior citizens and their groups, volunteers, key stakeholders in the public and private sector right throughout Jamaica. The theme, Recovering with Resilience, is one of hope and reassurance and of confidence in our ability as a people to control our destiny. It speaks to the character of our nation's older persons in the fight to adjust to and recover from the health, socioeconomic, and psychological impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. We envision and are committed to ensure that senior citizens live and participate actively in a society that guarantees their rights, promotes their responsibilities, recognizes their capabilities and contributions, and facilitates their enjoyment of a life of fulfillment, health, and security. As Minister with responsibility for senior citizens, I applaud the work of the outstanding senior citizens to be awarded here today, and the many who continue to serve as unsung heroes in their communities. You have been resilient. Regrettably, we continue to lose older persons to COVID-19, and we mourn their loss. I encourage seniors and their family members charged with the care of our seniors to do the responsible thing and get vaccinated. It is certainly the only way for us to get back to normal, whatever our normal was before COVID. The incidents of violence against senior citizens have not gone unnoticed by the ministry and the government. The implementation of the plan of the revised national policy for senior citizens will soon be tabled in Parliament, and it will consider broad as well as targeted interventions to arrest this threat to the well-being of our seniors. Creating the enabling and supportive environment for senior citizens requires an all-of-government, all-of-country approach. We are in this thing together, and yes, indeed, together we can achieve this desired goal. The support of ministries, departments, and agencies to the work of the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, as well as the Council of Senior Citizens, has been remarkable. but more can be done. We cannot rest until aging, not just elderly, but aging is mainstreamed into the policy, plan, and everyday operations of every ministry, every department, every agency to improve the attitude, service, delivery, and experience of all clients, including employees. Your commitment will therefore be necessary for the success of the revised policy for senior citizens. Volunteerism is seldom easy. It is a calling for some, and for others, a value we might have learned from our grandparents. I salute all volunteers and encourage young people to spend meaningful time with older citizens. To our corporate friends, I know you have been hit hard by this ongoing pandemic, and we are aware of your realities. But despite that, many of you continue to support our older people, oftentimes through ingenious ways. I commend your sacrifices, your loyalty, and your support. I encourage other entities to partner with the Council, not merely for aid, but working towards greater inclusion for senior citizens within the society and the promotion of healthy, active aging for your employees, and their families. Aging is not about our seniors, not just about our seniors. It is a process that spans all generations. Let us be more intentional about improving the life of our older citizens who have and continue to contribute to our national development. Congratulations to all awardees. You have done well. God bless you all, and may God continue to bless Jamaica land we love.
Thank you so much, Minister. So many important points that you have touched on. At the end of the day, the effort has to be a national one. I agree. Together, we must be intentional about mainstreaming aging into national life. And with that, we move as we get ready to recognize over 200 exemplary clubs, companies, and individuals performing live from the 45th National Senior Awards Ceremony. Here is Ashley O'Neill.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find that fighter. So I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move mountains, move mountains, and I'll rise up high like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up high like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like crying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains. Move mountains, and I'll rise up high like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again for you, for you. That we have each other, and for that we have each other. Yeah, we will rise up, we'll rise up, we'll rise, and I'll rise up high like the day. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We will rise 1,000 times again. We'll rise up high like the day. We'll rise up, we'll rise unafraid. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again for you. Times again.
The beautiful voice of Mrs. Ashley O'Neill. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today stakeholders and Corporate Jamaica partners in 5 categories. The awards today are made possible by the Ministry of Labour and Social Security National Council for Senior Citizens. And we'll start off with our first category, Outstanding Senior Citizen Awards. Returning to the stage to tell us about this category is the Honourable Minister, Xavier Main. Can you help me welcome him back to the lectern, please?
The Outstanding Senior Citizen Award recognizes senior citizens who epitomize active aging and have made outstanding contributions to their fellow seniors, the wider community, and the National Council for Senior Citizens in the following categories: leadership, health services, social services, community development, and entrepreneurship. And the awardees are...
Ladies and gentlemen, we start in St. Anne with Dorrit Thomas for Outstanding Service in Leadership and Entrepreneurship. Clarendon, Sheila Mohan Singh for Outstanding Service in Leadership. St. Thomas, James Bogle for Outstanding Service in Leadership and Community Development. Also St. Thomas, Gwendolyn Spencer for Outstanding Service in Leadership. Valerie Donaldson, also from St. Thomas, Outstanding Service in Entrepreneurship, Community Development, Leadership, and Social Services. Harold McKenzie, St. Thomas, for Outstanding Service in Leadership, Entrepreneurship, and Community Development. Pansy Murphy, also from St. Thomas, outstanding service in leadership, entrepreneurship, community development, and social services. St. Thomas also, Joyce Jenkins, outstanding service in community development. Also from St. Thomas, Mr. Kilroy Ford, and he'll be giving a thank you message later on. He is being awarded for outstanding service in leadership. He serves as executive member of the St. Thomas Charter of the Senior Citizens Clubs. He's been nicknamed the Minister of Transport because he's relied upon to take care of all the transportation needs, whether it's to source a vehicle to transport senior citizens out of town or driving his own vehicle to take them around the parish. His advocacy for senior citizens is unwavering. For outstanding service in leadership from St. Elizabeth, we have Norma Rowe Edwards, Marlene Williams, Lorna Wright, Cynthia Ford Forbes. For outstanding work in health services from St. Elizabeth, Vivian Purser. All from St. Elizabeth for outstanding service in community development, Melda Graham, Sonia Clark, Yvonne Nesbeth, Vanjie Calder, Una Coleman, Brenda Smith, Donald Smith, Hubert Henry, Alice Hamilton. For outstanding contribution in social services from St. Elizabeth, Merle Morgan, Carl Hudson, Merle Clahar, Dorcas Barnes, Odell McLeish, for outstanding service in entrepreneurship, and also for outstanding service in entrepreneurship, Cochita Macala. We now move to Westmoreland. For outstanding services or contribution in social services, Myrtle Hodges and also Opal Behari. We move to Portland for outstanding service in community development, Margaret Pullen and Althea Atkinson. Still in Portland for outstanding service in leadership, Blossom Dunbar. Blossom is an active member and president of the Buff Bay Senior Citizens Club. She's president of the Parish Executive Committee and a vibrant Bible quiz participant. She manages the activities of the Buff Bay Senior Citizens Club. From Portland, for outstanding services in community development, Gloria Sinclair. Enid Deacon for outstanding service in leadership. We move to Trelawney. Nurse Joycelyn Grosset for outstanding contribution to health services. Still in Trelawney, Evelyn Bailey for outstanding service in leadership. Now, she is a gem within the Joe Hut community. She's a fountain of knowledge and history with uncommon perceptive understanding and insight into the needs of seniors within her community. She's a key informant to every social worker. Still in Trelawney for outstanding service in community development, Nazarene Smith. Valerie McKerney for outstanding contribution in social services. Jacqueline Marzuka for outstanding work in entrepreneurship. Anesta Poyser for outstanding service in community development. We now move to the parish of St. Mary. For her outstanding contribution in social services, Olga Williams. And Ione Sanderson, also for outstanding contribution in social services. Louise Chambers for outstanding work in leadership. Lorna Kidd for outstanding service in community development and leadership. Dorothy Morgan for outstanding work in leadership. Philson Price for outstanding work in leadership. Kermit Jones for outstanding contribution in social services. Clive Lopez for outstanding service in community development. Sylvia Brown for outstanding service in community development. And also for outstanding community development service, Phil Williamson. Now, Phil is president of the Belfield Senior Citizens Club. He's a JP and a minister of religion. He works assiduously with the youth, older adults, and persons with disabilities within the community of Belfield and its environs. Still in St. Mary, for outstanding service in community development, Sheila Hermit. Sheila is a veteran executive member of the Windsor Castle Senior Citizens Club. She spearheads the Caring Projects program, which includes soup for diabetics, shut-in visits, food packages for the needy, and support for the residents of the infirmary. We move to St. Andrew. For outstanding service in leadership, Elaine Corinaldi. Elaine has avid participation in all the council's activities. That's Elaine Corinaldi, especially during the pandemic. And she even facilitated seniors' virtual information seminars and club meetings. Once again, for Elaine Corinaldi from St. Andrew. Outstanding service in leadership. Also from St. Andrew, Lurleen Thompson Jackson. Lurleen Thompson Jackson is being awarded for outstanding work in leadership, philanthropy, and social services. For outstanding work in social services as well, we recognize also from St. Andrew, Hazel Kamalita Morris, Beverly Millicent Gilroy, Hyacinth Waugh, Alceda Lazarus. Also from St. Andrew, for outstanding work in leadership, philanthropy, and social services this time, Vinceletta Thomas. Moving to Manchester, Winifred Bromwell is recognized for outstanding work in leadership and community development. Daphne Walters, also from Manchester, for outstanding work in leadership and community development. Daphne Davis, also from Manchester, and for outstanding work in leadership and community development. Percival Douglas, for outstanding work in leadership and community development. And from Manchester as well, we have Hazel Foster, for outstanding work in leadership and community development. She's a centenarian. Now, she epitomizes healthy, active aging. She's the only centenarian in Jamaica serving as president for the Victory Senior Citizens Club for over 60 years and still actively participating in all the activities of the council. We move to Manchester. where Bertel Raymond is being awarded for outstanding work in leadership and community development. And also from Manchester and being awarded for outstanding work in leadership and community development, we have Sharon Carradise, Claudette Spencer, Norma Porter, Pearl Rowe, Josette Bigham, and Joyce Williams. Still in the parish of Manchester for outstanding work in leadership, Cynthia Dunstan. For outstanding work in leadership and community development, Gifford Gregory. And our final Manchester awardee for outstanding work in leadership is Joyce Sam. We move to the parish of St. Catherine. For outstanding work in leadership and community development, Gloria Facey and Esmina Brown Hay. For outstanding work in social services, Maureen Pinnock and Miriam Jameson. For outstanding work in health services, Eugenie West. Still in St. Catherine, for outstanding work in social services, Mary Frank. Now, Mrs. Frank serves the Rock and Comeen Senior Citizens Club in Featherbed Lane and its environs with distinction. She has been instrumental in seeking and distributing relief supplies for seniors during the pandemic, even organizing for their vaccination and applications for social services. She is an advocate extraordinaire. That's Mary Frank. Our final St. Catherine awardee for outstanding work in social services is Barbara Newsome. And we now move to KSA, Kingston and St. Andrew. For social services and community development, Elaine Walker. Elaine Walker is a former inspector of the poor. She is a well-known stalwart in her community of Mavis Bank, and retirement for her is a regular 9 to 9, seeing to the welfare of shut-ins and indigent senior citizens. She continues to be an advocate of older persons. And our final awardee in this category is from the parish of Clarendon for outstanding work in leadership, Rosetta Taylor. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations to the over 80 awardees in the category of Outstanding Senior Citizens. I now welcome to our screens Mr. Kiroy Ford with the vote of thanks for this category. Now, Mr. Ford serves as executive member of the St. Thomas Charter of Senior Citizens Clubs. As mentioned, he's nicknamed the Minister of Transport and relied upon to take care of all their transportation needs. Let's welcome Mr. Kiroy Ford.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, special invited guests and awardees. I pause to congratulate all the awardees and to say thank you to the National Council for Senior Citizens for recognizing our efforts. As a recipient of this year's Outstanding Senior Citizen Award, I speak for all the awardees as we recommit our efforts in nation building and active aging. Once again, thank you, National Council for Senior Citizens, in assisting us with this possible, to make this possible. Thanks, thank you.
And thank you, Mr. Ford. We now move to the category of Excellence in Service Awards. And here to introduce the category is Mrs. Audrey Dear Williams, Chief Technical Director for the Ministry of Labour and Social Security.
recognizes persons who have provided dedicated support and partnership to the Council in the following categories: health services, community development, philanthropy, and social services. And the awardees are...
The awardees are, ladies and gentlemen, we head to the Exchange All-Age School in St. Anne for dedicated service in community development. A round of applause for the Exchange All-Age School. Also in St. Anne, the St. Anne's Bay Methodist Church for dedicated service in community development. And still in St. Anne, Mr. Azariah Jarrett for dedicated service in health. St. Catherine, Dr. Orlando Thomas, outstanding health and humanitarian services to senior citizens of St. Catherine. St. Thomas, the Albion New Testament Church of God for dedicated service in community development. And also for dedicated service in community development, Our Lady of the Assumption Roman Catholic Church, Morant Bay. Still in St. Thomas, for excellent partnership and support to social services, we have the Licensed Primary School, Paul Bogle High School, Seaforth Seventh-day Adventist Church, Morant Bay Seventh-day Adventist Church, South Avenue Gospel Hall, and finally from St. Thomas, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services, Carlene Douglas from the St. Thomas Health Department. We now move to St. Elizabeth. 4-H Club for dedicated service in community development. Still in St. Elizabeth, Ms. Simone Doctor from Holland Primary School for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services and community development. Simone Doctor. The Santa Cruz Health Department as well. Oh, there's Simone Doctor. Now the Santa Cruz Health Department for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services. Ms. Janelle Wilson from the RADA Home Economics Department for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services and community development. Still in St. Elizabeth, Jermaine Porter from the Poor Relief Department for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services and community development. The Jamaica Red Cross, Mr. Lawrence Doctor for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services. Sheila Doctor from the Jamaica Red Cross for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services. We now move to Hanover. Norma Douglas for 26 years of service to the elderly and persons with disabilities as a community health aide, providing crucial health and social service support, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Still in Hanover, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in community development, Ione Clayton. For excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services, Ruth Williams. For excellent services or excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services and community development, Latoya Wright. For excellent services, partnership, and dedicated work in health services, the Hanover Health Promotion and Education Department. Still in Hanover, For excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services, Babri Lee Marks. And dedicated work in health services, social services, and community development, Dolores Moore. Mavis Moses, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services and community development, is the final awardee from Hanover in this category. We now move to St. James. Rosa Campbell, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services. Edna Facey, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services and community development. Frederick Houghton, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services. Alonzo Jones, excellence in service to senior citizens in the communities of Barracks Road and Long Acres. His foundation, the Barracks Road Primary Outreach Program, provides nutritional and social support for the elderly. Still in St. James, Cecil Fletcher, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services and community development. Also for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services and community development, Reverend Dion McLaughlin and Althea Samuels. We now move to the parish of Portland. For excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services, Valerie McCleary from the Portland Health Department. Dahlia Gale Reed, also from the Portland Health Department, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services. We move to Westmoreland. Patricia Beckford Linton from the JPS Customer Care section in the Western region, for excellence in partnership in engaging senior citizens, providing information, solutions, and support, increasingly so since the pandemic. Trelawney, Nurse Anne McLeod, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services. And Moret Schloss Wakefield, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services. That should be Marlette Schloss from the Wakefield CDC. Still in Trelawney, Pastor Wayne Woolbury, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services. Pastor DeVere Nugent from the William Knibb Baptist Church, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services and philanthropy. Winston Tomlinson, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services and community development. Lieutenant Colonel Champlini Henry, Commanding Officer for the 2nd Battalion, the Jamaica Regiment, that's 2JR, for excellence in partnership and support to the NCSC, including most recently distribution of food packages to the senior citizens across the parish and Senior Citizens Week activities. And we will be hearing from him shortly. The final awardee from Trelawney is Shawnee Cunningham from the SDC for excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services and community development. We now move to St. Mary. Candice Edwards from the St. Mary Health Department for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services. Monique Richards Scott for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services. Also for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services, the St. Mary Health Department. Reverend Carl Cunningham, East Jamaica Conference of Seventh-day Adventist Churches. For excellent partnership, dedicated work in health services, Olive Scott from the KSA Health Department. And for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health and social services, Veronica Metz, Starkey Hearing Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the KSA region. We also have Tammy-Ann Young Starkey from the Starkey Hearing Foundation, Tammy-Ann Young, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health and social services. Rosetta Fisher, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in support of the Meals on Wheels service. And also for excellent partnership and dedicated work in support of the Meals on Wheels service, Wilma Daly. Debbie Ann Brown Monroe. Hyacinth Roper. Veronica Gordon. For excellent partnership and dedicated work in social services and community development, the Board of Supervision for the KSA. For excellent partnership and dedicated work in support of the Meals on Wheels service, Claudia Myers. For excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services, from Manchester, Perline Ellis. And also from Manchester, for excellent partnership and dedicated work in health services, Petal McNally. Congratulations to all the awardees, and I'd like to ask to respond on behalf of the awardees, Lieutenant Colonel Champlini Henry, Commanding Officer of the 2nd Battalion Jamaica Regiment, and he joins us via Zoom. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Colonel Champlini Henry.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Thank you very much. Minister of State, Minister of Labour and Social Security, Honorable Xavier Main, and the delegation from the Ministry, Dr. Professor the Most Honorable Dr. Denise Eldemaya Shearer, Professor of Health, Public and Aging, and the Patron of the National Council for Senior Citizens, Mrs. Grace Ann Scarlett Duncan, Chairperson of the Advisory Board of the National Council for Senior Citizens, and other board members joined virtually, Ms. Fogo, Director of Health, Promotion and Education of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, distinguished senior citizens, volunteers, and awardees, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is a pleasure, privilege, and honor that I represent the Chief of Defense Staff and the Brigade Commander of the Jamaica Regiment, men and women of the Jamaica Defense Force at this 45th anniversary of the National Senior Awards. As servants to the nation, the Jamaica Defense Force is committed to providing steadfast service to the people of its country. And in so doing, we strive to ensure that the service is always about self. This is one of the fundamental pillars as we endeavor to have meaningful engagement with communities across Jamaica. More so in the county of Cornwall, the 2nd Battalion of Jamaica Regiment is committed to maintaining the standards of the JDF and facilitate an environment as best as possible to live, work, and raise families. Volunteerism is one of the essential fibers of service, and as a member of the Jamaica Defense Force, we volunteer our time and energy with the expectation of nothing in return. Assisting the National Council for Senior Citizens was indeed an honor and privilege, as there is a sense of true purpose in offering a helping hand. In closing, as we continue to make Jamaica a land we love a better place, it is indeed an honor to express sincere gratitude on behalf of all recipients within the Service in Excellence category. We appreciate the recognition and we will continue to serve and do our best. Thank you very much.
And thank you so much, sir. We now move to the Diamond Club Awards. Please help me welcome Mrs. Cassandra Morrison, Executive Director for the National Council for Senior Citizens.
Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, the Diamond Club Award recognizes outstanding active senior citizens clubs that continue to participate in the programs and activities of the council and significantly impact their members and the community through club projects and initiatives. And the awardees in this category are
St. Mary, Windsor Castle Senior Citizens Club for Social Services and Community Development. St. Anne, FP Community Effort Senior Citizens Club for Social Services and Community Development. St. Catherine, Orchid Senior Citizens Club for Social Services and Community Development. Also for Social Services and Community Development from St. Catherine, Nago Head Senior Citizens Club. Morning Star Senior Citizens Club. Roadside Senior Citizens Club. Cumberland Senior Citizens Club. Golden Memories Senior Citizens Club. Cathedral Senior Citizens Club. And Gold Torch Senior Citizens Club. We move to the parish of Clarendon, where for Social Services and Community Development, Simon Senior Citizens Club and the Longville Park Senior Citizens Club. In St. Thomas for Social Services and Community Development, Rising Star Senior Citizens Club. St. Elizabeth, the Balaclava Senior Citizens Club, for our over 15 years outstanding contribution to community development through caring, community income, generating income and intergenerational activities, including skills training for the youth, the Adopt a Child Initiative, and clothing assistance to the Mandeville Regional and Black River Public Hospital pediatric wards. In St. Elizabeth, still, for Social Services and Community Development, the Abeng Senior Citizens Club. The Houghton Senior Citizens Club. We move to Westmoreland, where the Source Senior Citizens Club for Social Services and Community Development, as well as the Western Golden Trail Blazers Senior Citizens Club. In Portland, the Buff Bay Senior Citizens Club, Ulster Spring Senior Citizens Club, and Anthurium Senior Citizens Club, being recognized for social services and community development. In St. Anne, the Runaway Bay Senior Citizens Club, which epitomizes healthy, active, and productive aging. That's the Runaway Bay Senior Citizens Club. Promoting healthy, active, and productive aging by full participation in NCSC activities, health workshops for club members and community, weekly water aerobics classes, production of craft items which are largely donated to the Women's Center Nursery. In St. Andrew, the Balcombe Drive Senior Citizens Club for Social Services and Community Development. Congratulations to all awardees. And we now welcome a representative of the Balaclava Senior Citizens Club to respond on behalf of all awardees.
Guest speaker, Ministry of Labour and Social Security, National Council for Senior Citizens, fellow seniors, greetings. I wish on behalf of the Diamond awardees to say thanks to the Planning Committee of the National Council for Senior Citizens for recognizing the worth and work of the active senior citizens in the various clubs in Jamaica. Betty Friedan said, "Aging is not lost youth, but a new stage of opportunity and strength." We feel blessed that in some small way we can be of help to the less fortunate and share with the younger generation the skills we have acquired over the years. It's a humbling experience to be acknowledged for something we love doing. We promise to continue to work with the Council as we seek to impact our communities through the different club projects and initiatives. Thanks also to the local representatives of the Council who are always on hand to offer support and encouragement to the groups. May God grant continued vision and strength to all Council leaders, local representatives, and members of the clubs. Finally, thanks be to God for giving us the strength to be His hands and feet in the communities we serve. Once again, thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you, Miss Clark. That's Sonia Clark, the PRO for the club, and that is the Balaclava Senior Citizens Club. We now move to our fourth category of awards today, the Awards of Excellence in Volunteerism. And joining me to give a brief overview of this category is Mrs. Grace Ann Scarlett Duncan, the National Council for Senior Citizens Board Chairman. Help me welcome her, please.
The Award of Excellence in Volunteerism recognizes individuals who have made a significant contribution to senior citizens in their communities through voluntary service. These persons have made a positive impact on the lives of older persons, primarily of the National Council for Senior Citizens. And the awardees are
from the parish of St. Catherine, Rose Wright for excellence in volunteerism. Asticott Thompson, as well as Fitzroy Brown, excellence in volunteerism, and Nikisha Brown, excellence in volunteerism. Also for excellence in volunteerism. Now, Kingsley Warmington is more than a taxi operator. He is an angel, providing excellent customer service and support to seniors. He is well beloved and patient, and this patient volunteer is never more than a phone call away. We now move to Clarendon for also for excellence in volunteerism, Beverly Brown in Clarendon. Now, Sister Brown from Clarendon epitomizes true selflessness. She continues to cater to several senior citizens across the parish, preparing meals for those seniors from her personal resources. And she extends her service to the parish of Manchester, where in December, annually, she mobilizes a group of persons and a day is spent in serving retired JDF personnel. So that's Beverly Brown from the parish of Clarendon for excellence in volunteerism. We now go to the parish of St. Thomas. Nadine Doyle McLean for excellence in volunteerism. Pat Martin as well, excellence in volunteerism. And Jackie Dobson, also for excellence in volunteerism. Now, Ms. Dobson coordinates the Albion New Testament Church of God Senior Citizens Club with a passion for assisting older adults in Albion and its environs. Ms. Dobson often does errands for the elderly, as well as conducts social activities during the pandemic to keep them engaged. Ms. Dobson was instrumental in getting several indigent older adults registered for PATH, as well as facilitated the distribution of food packages to meet their need. Moreover, she played an integral role in facilitating the platform for live streaming of several initiatives geared toward older adults in St. Thomas. In St. Elizabeth, the 4-H Club for Excellence in Volunteerism. Simone Doctor for Excellence in Volunteerism. Also, the Santa Cruz Health Department. And Ms. Jeanette Wilson. Jermaine Porter. Lawrence Doctor. And Sheila Doctor, all from St. Elizabeth, Excellence in Volunteerism. We move to Hanover, also for Excellence in Volunteerism, Yvonne Stevenson and Denise Patterson. Now let me tell you about Ms. Patterson. She is a very active volunteer with the council. She zealously assists the seniors in her community by equipping them with information and pamphlets on services such as Senior Citizens ID, JADEP, NHS forms, and she makes referrals for seniors who are in need of assistance. Though she's employed full-time, she participates in several activities of the council, such as Sports Day and other recreational activities, and has done so for many years. That is Denise Patterson in Hanover. In St. James, Bridget Ellis, Excellence in Volunteerism. For volunteerism, Gervais Ennis. Now, Mr. Ennis is a justice of the peace who serves his community in the capacity of mentor and counselor to youth, providing requisite care for senior citizens through stakeholders and the NCSC. He has successfully planned and executed health fairs, community fundraisers that target indigent older adults within his community. From Westmoreland as well, Joan Bowen, Excellence in Volunteerism. And also Gerald Miller for Excellence in Volunteerism from Westmoreland. We skip across to Portland, Eulalie Simpson for Excellence in Volunteerism. And then we step to Trelawney for Excellence in Volunteerism from Trelawney, Vivine Anyansi and Leisha K. Edwards and Joel Matthew. Now, Mr. Matthew, for lack of a better term, is a guardian angel for the seniors in his community. He's made it his responsibility to help those who are disabled and can't help themselves. He can often be found carrying out tasks and errands for the seniors to help improve their quality of life. He actively works with the local office by making referrals so that intervention can take place. In St. Mary, Meg Morgan, Excellence in Volunteerism. Idaline Wilson, Excellence in Volunteerism. Doris James. Now, Dolores is going to be speaking with us later, giving the thank you message on behalf of the awardees in this category. Dolores is a very reliable, dependable, caring woman. She's worked assiduously with senior citizens, especially shut-ins and centenarians. She's always ready to lend a helping hand. She's diligently supported all activities of the council in her capacity as volunteer. She's also a member of the Kingston cheerleading team. From St. Andrew, Sonia Johnson, Excellence in Volunteerism. From St. Andrew for Excellence in Volunteerism, Sandra Tomlinson. Kevin E. Carl Grant. Natalie Grace Woollingston. And we step to Manchester, also for Excellence in Volunteerism, Sophia Smith from Manchester. Pansy Graham. Christine Wright. Sharon Campbell. Shantana Elliott. And Simone Morgan. A hearty congratulations to all the awardees, and I ask you to help me keep the Dolores James, who will respond on behalf of all the awardees for excellence in volunteerism.
My name is Dolores James. I am a proud volunteer of the Balcom Drive 70 Senior Citizens Club for over 9 years. Being a volunteer has helped me to develop new skills, meet new people, and best of all, work along with older adults. Volunteering is a rewarding and learning experience where one good deed surely leads to more good deeds. Today, on behalf of all the volunteers who have been presented with the Award of Excellence in Volunteerism, I thank the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, National Council for the Senior Citizens for this opportunity. In closing, I'll encourage you to be a volunteer. Only a life lived for others is worth living. I thank you.
Thank you for that. I love it. Lived for others is worth living. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the Excellence in Corporate Service Awards, a final category for this evening. And we welcome again to the lectern the Honorable
The Corporate Service Award recognizes outstanding that have given significant support to the aging agenda, contributing to an enabling and supportive environment for healthy, active, and productive aging. And the awardees are...
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first awardee in this category is the NHF, the National Health Fund. A round of applause, please. Now, the National Health Fund has been an outstanding partner in providing health and allied health services to the senior citizens of Jamaica and technical and financial support to the programs of the Council, such as sponsorship of the annual senior citizen sporting activities. Also been innovative with services to seniors, including home delivery of their drugs and medical supplies and the NHF Quick Prescript. Moreover, the NHF has been a key partner in the support of vaccination of seniors against COVID-19. Representing the National Health Fund, joining us via Zoom is Mrs. Shermaine Robotham, Director of Health Promotions and Public Relations Customer Care for the NHF. Mrs. Robotham.
Chair, Professor of Public Health and Aging, and Patron of the National Council for Senior Citizens, Mrs. Audrey Dare Williams, Chief Technical Director, MLSS, and her team, Mrs. Grace Ann Scarlett Duncan, Chairman of the Advisory Board of the National Council for Senior Citizens, and other board members, Mrs. Cassandra Morrison, Director of the National Council for Senior Citizens, distinguished senior citizens, volunteers, MDAs, and corporate awardees, good afternoon. It is indeed a pleasure for me to accept this award on behalf of the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Everton Anderson, and the management and staff of the National Health Fund. I'd also like to use this opportunity, of course, to also congratulate the other awardees for their contribution as to their fellow citizens and to national development. The National Council for Senior Citizens has been a long-standing partner for the NHF, and we have worked closely with this group, as you've heard, over many years. And this is so particularly because senior citizens make up a significant percentage of persons enrolled on the NHF Individual Benefits Program, the NHF Pages, and the Jamaica Drug for the Elderly Program card. In fact, as of August, we had some 340,000 active beneficiaries on the NHF Individual Benefits Program. And of that number, we had some 200,000 who were 60 and over. That's 59% of our active beneficiaries. Now, the theme, with resilience, is an appropriate one, relevant for all age groups, not just seniors. And as a country, and in fact, the world is grappling with measures to respond to the pandemic and to build resilience to deal with this phenomena and in order to bounce back together. And the NHF, we're doing our part to make medication more accessible during the pandemic. We have put several measures in place, including ensuring that beneficiaries can get up to 3 months supply of medication. Beneficiaries are also now able to fill their prescriptions earlier from day 15 instead of the usual 26th day of the month. And at our drug serve locations, we're also providing 2 or 3 months supply for our older population, depending on supplies. We have also worked closely with the council and the MLSS to pivot to do webinars for seniors to provide information through this medium. And we're happy we're able to reach so many seniors via Zoom. This shows, of course, that seniors are very well acquainted with technology and are able to use it for their own benefit. The NHF seeks to meet and exceed the needs of our customers, and working with our partners helps us to achieve this. Once again, I want to congratulate all the awardees and to say to the National Council for Senior Citizens that we also appreciate the work that you do, and you will find in NHF a willing partner to improve the health of our seniors. So once again, on behalf of the management and staff of the NHF, I want to thank you for this award. It was my pleasure to participate in this ceremony and to wish you all the best for the future. Thank you.
And thank you, Mrs. Robotham. And once again, congratulations. Our second awardee for excellence in corporate service is the Jamaica National Group. The JN Group serves senior citizens locally and in the diaspora. Partnership with the Council includes support to digital, financial literacy and education, intergenerational programs, income generating and skills training projects, and financial assistance. Representing the group today is Mr. Chris Hind, General Manager for JN General Insurance. Mr. Hind.
On behalf of the Jamaica National Group, I take great pleasure in accepting the National Council for Senior Citizens Corporate Service Award. We applaud the Council for its many efforts to protect our senior citizens. At the JN Group, we are always keen on supporting our seniors by ensuring that they are treated with courtesy and respect when they visit our locations or do business with us in any way, including developing special products such as the JN General Insurance Silver Shield insurance policy for members of the Caribbean community of retired persons. Last year, the JN Group contributed to the National Council for Senior Citizens through our COVID-19 Welfare Fund, which helped to deliver care packages to more than 300 senior citizens. And for more than 2 decades, we've been providing support to Cluster H Golden Age Home. We congratulate the NCSC for its efforts to recover with resilience, as you recognise the support of outstanding citizens and groups to our seniors. The JN Group remains committed to helping to enhance conditions for our senior citizens.
Thank you, Mr. Hind. Our third awardee for excellence in corporate service is Scotiabank Jamaica Limited, for providing services for senior citizens and digital literacy and inclusion of older adults. Thank you, Scotiabank. Our fourth awardee for excellence in corporate service is the Jamaica National Commercial Bank. NCB is a staple in the financial sector and has partnered with the Council in ensuring the digital inclusion of senior citizens through digital financial literacy education. Representing NCB is Sherry Martin, Head Retail Banking and Group Client Experience.
Family, especially those serving in our branches all across the country, I humbly and graciously accept this recognition and award from the Council. We reaffirm our commitment to continue to prioritizing special groups such as our seniors, and I look forward to our continued collaboration as we grow together from strength to strength. In NCB's fond way of saying thank you, I wish you big up, bless up, and thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Martin. Our fifth awardee for excellence in corporate service is SDC. Their work promotes broad inclusion of senior citizens in their community as part of the Aging in Place agenda. They also provide support to income generating and other social activities. They also contributed to the Rona helpline during the pandemic. Thank you, SDC. Our sixth awardee for excellence in corporate service is Juicy Patties Limited. Juicy Patties has contributed outstanding decades of support to senior citizens in their community, institutions, intergenerational programs, and support of a culture of volunteerism. Representing Juicy Patties is Mrs. Edith Chin, Chief Operations Officer and Director.
On behalf of the entire Juicy Patties family, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the National Council for Senior Citizens for recognizing us with the Corporate Service Award. We accept this award with a commitment to continued partnership, a partnership that is now approaching its 20th year. Juicy's relationship with the National Council for Senior Citizens started with Juicy's elderly soup feeding program, followed quickly by a youth leadership program. Both were created to rekindle and encourage the spirit of volunteerism while providing support to both the elderly and infirmed. But these programs were not just the tangible or physical assistance provided. They were intended to provide meaningful and mutually beneficial interactions between volunteer and recipient, being very mindful of the wealth of experience and wisdom our seniors hold, as well as the issues of loneliness some often face. The current global pandemic has limited our opportunity in recent times for face-to-face interaction with the elderly as we normally would. However, we're happy that we have contributed to meals during this time, and we look forward to the future of our partnership as we recover with resilience and continue to empower, protect, and honor our senior citizens. To all recipients, heartiest congratulations, and to the National Council for Senior Citizens for its 45 years of service to the nation, we say a very big congratulations and thank you.
And thank you and congratulations as well. Our sixth awardee for excellence in corporate services is the Council of Voluntary Social Services. The legacy goes back to the establishment of the council, and they continue to be an integral partner to the mandate of the Council for Senior Citizens. And at number 7 in the category Excellence in Corporate Service is Fujitsu Caribbean and Latin America. Fujitsu has worked in partnership with the Council in support of the well-being of shut-in, housebound senior citizens. Representing Fujitsu Caribbean and Latin America is Ms. Sandra Jones, Head of Marketing and Communication.
Hi, I'm Sandra Jones, VP Marketing and Communications for Fujitsu in the Caribbean and Latin America. Fujitsu is delighted to participate in the NACC National Awards 2021 edition. The elderly face many challenges in later life and are often the subjects of neglect and or abuse. As better able members of society, it is our responsibility to ensure that they enter the golden stages of their lives with dignity and with care. The National Senior Citizens Council have been doing exceptional work in our communities to prioritize the well-being of our elderly, and we're supportive of this charity and would like to also encourage other corporate organizations to come on board. Congratulations, NACC. Keep up the excellent work. Thank you.
Thank you. Our 8th awardee for excellence in corporate service is Magna Motors. Magna Motors has worked in partnership with the Council in support of the well-being of shut-in, housebound senior citizens. Thank you, Magna Motors. We welcome our 9th awardee for excellence in corporate service, Flow Foundation. Outstanding partners in support of the mandate of the Council, such as digital inclusion and other major initiatives in support of healthy, active aging. Representing Flow Foundation, we have Mr. Stephen Price, Chairman of the Foundation.
Honorable Carl Samuda, Minister of Labour and Social Security. Xavier Main, Junior Minister of Labour and Social Security. Grace Ann Duncan, Chairman of the Board, National Council of Senior Citizens. Dion Jennings, Acting Permanent Secretary, Minister of Labour and Social Security. Cassandra Morris, Executive Director, National Council of Senior Citizens. Honorable Professor Eldemar Shearer, Senior Citizens, other distinguished guests, good day. Our Flow Foundation is humbled by this recognition, receiving the Corporate Service Award. Our primary aim is to truly transform lives with our technology and drive the digital inclusion of all Jamaicans. Our senior citizens are an important stakeholder group on this mission. And so, we're proud of the work we're doing to support your community. Our Flow Foundation has a long history of supporting our communities right across Jamaica, including our senior citizens. Over the years, we have ensured that our senior citizens are included in our various digital inclusion activities, as well as supported your various initiatives as we enable and empower all Jamaicans. Some of these include our Safer Internet Week of activities, our Skills for the Future program, and our Training for Professionals program. The response so far has been very encouraging, as we are seeing our seniors preparing to embrace the opportunities available in today's digital economy. We are proud of you and pledge our continued support. We commend the National Council for Senior Citizens for their commitment to the welfare of their members, as together we ensure that they are recovering with resilience.
Thank you, Mr. Price. We move to our 10th awardee for excellence in corporate service, and that is the Caribbean Community of Retired Persons, CCRP. Over a decade of advocacy for older adults and partnership with the Council in promoting healthy, active aging and life to the fullest for all senior citizens. Representing CCRP is Mrs. Jean Lowry Chin, the founder and CEO.
CCRP Jamaica are honored to accept the National Council for Senior Citizens Corporate Service Award. We congratulate the National Council for their very successful Seniors Week under the theme Recovering with Resilience. You were able to enhance public awareness of the rapid aging phenomenon. You showcased your accomplishments. You demonstrated the value of older persons towards cultural preservation and transmission and national development. And you strengthened the role of private-public partnership to enhance the aging agenda. We congratulate the leadership of Mrs. Cassandra Morrison, her staff, and the board of the NCSC. We at CCRP Jamaica pledge to continue our support of your programs to ensure that Jamaica's seniors enjoy life to the fullest. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Lowry Chin. The Trelawney Cooperative Credit Union is our 11th awardee in this category. The Trelawney Cooperative Credit Union has always supported senior citizens' sporting and health-related initiatives in the parish, has done so for so many years. And now to our final two awardees in this category. The St. James Municipal Corporation. The St. James Municipal Corporation has worked closely with the Council in support of senior citizens' sporting, health, and community development-related initiatives in the parish. And to close out this category, Food for the Poor, Jamaica. Food for the Poor has had a decade of partnership with the Council in fostering an enabling environment for older adults to age in place and in support of a life of dignity. Also, they have contributed to the well-being of shut-in and housebound senior citizens. Representing Food for the Poor today is Ms. Kivette Silvera, Executive Director. Ms. Silvera.
We would like to thank the National Council for Senior Citizens for honoring us with this award. We appreciate the recognition and commit to fulfilling our mandate of serving those that are less fortunate. Thank you once again, and may God bless you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost at the close of our function today. With just a quick change. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we want to congratulate all awardees. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security, National Council for Senior Citizens would like to thank you for your continued support for the full implementation of the National Policy for Senior Citizens. We look forward to again recognizing your work in 2022. As we celebrate you today, we are pleased to have performing for you the beautiful voice that you heard before, Mrs. Ashley O'Neill.
Some dreams live on in time forever, and those dreams you want with all your heart, and I'll do whatever it takes. Follow through with the promise I made. Put put it all on the line. What I hoped for at last will be mine. If I could reach higher, just for one moment touch the sky, just that one moment in my life, I'm gonna be stronger. Know that I tried my very best. I put my spirit to the test. If I could reach some days are meant to be remembered, and those days we rise above the stars. So I'll go the distance this time, seeing more the higher I climb. There's a hero if you look inside your heart. You don't have to be afraid of who you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. And then that hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong. Then you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. It's a long road when you face the world alone, and no one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you reach into yourself, and that emptiness you felt will disappear. And then that hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. Lord knows dreams are hard to follow, so don't let anyone take them away. Just hold on, there will be tomorrow. In time, you'll find a way. Oh, so when that hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and then you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. That a hero lies in you.
Beautiful execution. And that is what we're doing today, celebrating heroes in the senior citizens family. We also have another performance for you, ladies and gentlemen, as we are closing our ceremony today. It is our pleasure to bring to the front at this time Private Andreen Brown from the Jamaica Military Band, saxophonist. What a beautiful sound. Private Andreen Brown from the Jamaica Military Band. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Cassandra Morrison, Executive Director for the National Council of Senior Citizens, to bring the vote of thanks.
Honorable Xavier Main, Minister of State in the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, Mrs. Audrey Dare Williams, Chief Technical Director, Mrs. Grace and Scarlett Duncan, Chairman of the Board of the National Council for Senior Citizens, our most valuable invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is such a privilege to propose a vote of thanks on the occasion of the 45th National Senior Awards. We are happy that despite the pandemic, we were able to stage this event. Minister Main, we are grateful for your commitment and support to the work, programs, and activities of the Council. We support most of all, sir, your call for national action to mainstreaming aging in all policies, plans, and day-to-day operations. We thank our most esteemed advocate and patron, Professor the Most Honorable Dr. Denise Eldemire, for taking the time to greet us and to help us to show appreciation for our awardees. To our hardworking and very supportive CTD, Mrs. Audrey Dare Williams, we thank you for your unwavering support and commitment to advancing the well-being of older adults. The awardees, I'm sure, were pleased to meet the face behind the name they so frequently hear. Special thanks to our chairman, Mrs. Grace and Scarlett Duncan, and other members of the very supportive and visionary board for your leadership as you continue and to advance the health and well-being of senior citizens in Jamaica. We're also grateful to Mr. Keith Foga, who so ably represented the Ministry of Health and Wellness. We recognize the strong partnership with the Family Health Services and the Health Promotion and Education Unit of the ministry, which has been much advanced since the pandemic. In this, the United Nations Decade of Healthy Aging, we commit to an even greater collaboration to promote healthy aging for all Jamaicans. Our sincere appreciation to Mr. Vando Palmer and the MLSS PR unit team for the technical support provided to this event. To our most distinguished awardees, we are so proud of you. You have done well, and we appreciate all your work. Our relationship is not over, as aging is not an event. Your continued commitment and support is crucial as we move to implementing the revised national policy for senior citizens. Expect us to become even more familiar as we work together to improve the lives of older people in Jamaica. A very special thanks to our moderator, Mrs. Paula Ann Porter-Jones, for so ably steering the program and adding your warm personality and charm to the event. We shall make a volunteer of you yet. This event would not have been possible without the work of the staff of the National Council for Senior Citizens. And so I wish to express special thanks to all my officers for the work you do and your daily commitment to the cause. A big thank you to the RJR Communications Group and the production team led by Ms. Tanya Williams. Your support enabled the success of this event, and we appreciate the service you have provided. A very special thanks to our audience joining on all media platforms. Your participation enriched this event. To all our staff, seniors, and partners, we cannot say how important you are. We cannot achieve our mandate without you. And so we thank you very much for sharing and working with us, and see you next year. Thank you.
Thank you. We shall have a conversation about the volunteering. It is, after all, what we are celebrating, what we are recognizing with the time that we have spent together today, ladies and gentlemen. Over 200 clubs, individuals, and Corporate Jamaica entities have given of their time, their skills, their donations, and their heart to the senior citizens of Jamaica. To find out how you too, as will I, can give back, visit the Ministry of Labor and Social Security website at mlss.gov.jm and visit the social media pages. On behalf of the Ministry of Labor, Social Security, National Council for Senior Citizens, I'm Paula Ann Porter-Jones, and it was my pleasure moderating for you today at the 45th anniversary of the National Senior Awards. On behalf of the planning and production team, let's continue to recover with resilience. Thank you so much for watching.